I'm Mackayla. Welcome to the Soundtrack of Our Lives podcast. We're going to jump right in with the two hardest questions of all. Who are you and what have you been up to recently?
That is a tough one, actually. We are Lift the Curse, a rock metal duo out of Austin, Texas, and we've been hard at work on our fifth album. And I'm John Yaden. This is Ryan Hegefeld.
Hi, I'm Ryan.
That was tough.
That's super exciting though. Fifth album.
Yeah, we our favorite thing is to write songs together. So since April of 2022, I think we have over 50 or 60 songs out. Again, album five in the works. So it's been a lot, but we love it more than anything. So.
Can you share anything about the upcoming album?
Ooh, yeah, totally. Right, you go.
For sure. Well, you would never guess, but it's been a lot of fun to write and record and all that. Yeah, John and I just have a blast writing music, as he said. But for us, we like with every new album, we like try to like challenge ourselves in different ways. So we're a little bit more methodical with this one, and yeah, just kind of had like a little bit more of a game plan. We still fire from the hip a lot of times, with our ideas and whatnot, but yeah, it's coming along great. I think it's going to be ending up around probably 14 to 16 tracks, which is a little bit more than we thought it was going to be, but that's just what happens when you continuously have ideas. And the other thing is we're hoping to release it probably springtime, maybe summertime, but we're hoping for springtime.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you said you try to do something different. Do you plan to do something different or does it just kind of happen that way?
It's kind of this time it was kind of like a plan essentially, and now that we're talking about it, it's we kind of fall into our same like we've been writing songs for so long, we kind of fall into like the same thing
Mm-hmm.
that we always do. But the plan was the biggest difference was a lot of times we will write a song and then we're immediately like, let's get it out there into the world.
Mm-hmm.
And then we kind of package once we hit like 12 songs, we'll kind of like package it into an album. Um, but this time around we're kind of like, hey, let's maybe only do like five or six singles, and then the rest of the songs are gonna come out with the album release.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the main difference for us.
Yeah, this is the first time we've had some songs that have like been done for like multiple months, which is very rare for us. So it's like, hey,
Yeah.
remember there's a song called Willow, but it's been done for 2 or 3 months, and like we have to go listen to it to remind us what it sounds like. So it's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah. It's
Do you
different.
think you would do that again?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
I think so too. I think that first month, like when Willow was done, it was kind of like an itch that we wanted to scratch. I was like, oh, it'd be so awesome if we could just release this right now. But once we got over it, it was like, yeah, that's all right.
We're
We're good.
practicing restraint. It's a
Yeah,
good quality for us to get, I guess.
self-control. We're
Yeah,
staying away from sweets.
yeah.
So when you guys sit down to write a song, what does that process look like?
Ooh, so it's pretty unique for us. We live about 90 minutes from each other. We always have. We've been best friends for 10 plus years now, but Lift the Curse again since April 2022. But it could start from either of us. So most of the time they start from guitar riffs or something, but sometimes we'll start from a vocal melody or even a lyric of Ryan's. But yeah, usually one of us will have the initial idea. We talk on the phone and FaceTime all the time. So we'll like roadmap a song just over the phone sometimes and be like, hey,
Mm-hmm.
let's do this next, this next. And then one of us will, in our recording software, record at least like through a first chorus. And then we just use Google Drive and pass songs back and forth as many times as we need to. And that's literally how we record. So the writing process is kind of one and the same with the recording process
Mm-hmm.
for us.
That is very unique.
Yeah, it's very modern, I guess. And we actually did it in our old band pre-COVID. It sounds very COVID-y, I know. Like we got a lot better at it then, but we've been doing it for a long time.
That's
But
smart, especially, I mean, you guys are somewhat close, but still far.
right, like just far
Yeah.
enough, right? So it's like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
just to be more efficient, like Ryan, like and a lot of times now, especially for this album, we're each working on a song at a time, if not right now, multiple songs each.
Yeah,
So it's
we have like four going right now, which is kind of makes your head spin a little bit. You're like, what am I supposed to be doing today?
yeah,
But
it's pretty awesome.
Is it difficult working on multiple songs at once?
Honestly,
mm,
I think it helps in a weird way. because if you hit a wall with one of them and or just need a break and or some inspiration, like usually we like try and do two different kind of songs. So hey, it's this heavy one plus like a ballad at the same
Mhm.
time. So it's kind of nice to go back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree because yeah, it's nice to take a break from one and then because like whether you're writing a song or you're mixing a song and trying to prepare it for like a release or just a master, you can get sucked in and just get like tunnel vision almost.
Mhm.
And so if you step away and go, kind of like cleanse your palate per se, and then you come back and you hear some things like, oh, we need to fix this, or
Yeah.
oh, we should add this, or so that's kind of cool because we like John said, we kind of get a break from one song, go to another, and then go back and forth. And I think, every time you go back, it's like leveling up
Mhm.
essentially.
Makes sense.
You know?
How do you make sure in all of this that you guys remain friends and don't kind of fight over the music?
That's
I
a
hate
phenomenal
him.
question. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Speak
Breaking
for
news.
yourself.
I hate him. No, I'm just kidding. No,
No,
we found we were in a previous band together, actually a couple previous bands together, and we had found that, and there's a reason we're a duo, it's because we do get along very well. We do communicate very well, and we're able to not necessarily like, you know, like talk about all the issues. We're both very pretty positive people.
Hmm.
And so not a lot of issues arise, but when there's like usually if there is an issue, it's a creative thing, right?
Yeah.
It's hey man, I'm going to do this guitar part here or volume up, and I don't think the volume should come up. And then but we usually compromise, and yeah, I mean we get along rather good actually.
I was going to say luckily we agree 95%. I would say 98% of the time on
Yeah.
musically. So it makes it pretty easy. But even when we don't, to Ryan's point, like we're very open about it in a
Hmm.
constructive way. And Ryan's even like called me out before. It's like we've done a lot of music, so he's like, for a certain guitar solo one time, he's like, dude, I think you've actually literally done that before. Like maybe do something different with any, and he was totally right. So checks and balances for each other.
Yeah, and we're obviously open to yeah to
Yeah.
any critique, and we both at the heart of everything we both believe like whatever's best for the music
Mhm.
is like that's king right
Hmm.
there. So
What advice would you give to somebody who is struggling with that relationship?
mm,
Oh, yeah. I think first and foremost, just make sure, I don't know, evaluate yourself in that relationship and be like, hey, am I being honest with this person? And like, if you care about them, then you probably should, and figure out the right way to do that, right? Know the person. Don't be too harsh with something, but find a way to actually get your opinion across, or else it'll boil into a bigger issue, and
yeah,
nobody wants that.
yeah, and I'll add to that too. I'll take the other route a little bit here. um John and I, there's a reason, like I said, we are a duo, and it's because we work so well together, and we always had thought, starting this band, well, if we add any other members in, that could just kind of pollute things,
Hmm.
not necessarily like a bad way. It's just, more scheduling conflicts and,
Yeah.
all the things that come with extra band members as um so like, sometimes, if maybe like it just isn't working, then maybe you have to look for something else essentially. But yeah, like John said, open communication and maybe putting the egos down and trying to understand the other person or the other people in the project to try to reach the same goal. Because at the end
Hmm.
of the day, there's probably collectively one goal, and that's to write music that people are gonna hopefully love, and then to go play on stage in front of hundreds, if not thousands, of people. So that's like there's one goal in mind
Yeah.
generally. So keep that in mind.
Hmm. So, with being in, so many bands in the past, what have you taken from those and, helped with your relationship and your career?
Ooh, I think a big one for both of us. Again, been in multiple bands. First one we were in, actually, Ryan, for our recordings, he plays drums, but in the first one, he literally was playing drums. And we just both were more hired guns. Like we weren't actually writing any music in that first band. And
Hmm.
that was it was fun for a while. We played some really cool shows, but year, maybe 10 months, a year down the road, we're both like, man, we're missing our favorite part right now. So I think we like very
Yeah.
much realized like we're missing the songwriting, which is like if we had to pick one thing, we love the whole process, but number one is songwriting. So
Hmm.
that was a red flag for us.
Yeah, I think it's got to be what do you want out of whatever musical project you're doing? Do you want to
Yeah,
literally just do you want to play somebody else's music essentially and add what you can and then kind of jump on a team that's already there? Or do you want to create something from the ground up and, be totally original in that way?
Hmm.
Um, yeah, that's definitely something we've learned. And then, also um, like with Lift the Curse, when we started Lift the Curse, we kind of did everything a lot differently than any other bands, like bands back in high school and things like that. We weren't an actual like licensed company. We didn't do like taxes or any of
Hmm.
that kind of stuff. And yeah, we took ourselves a little bit more seriously this go around, and we got all that stuff like a lawyer, trademark. We did everything by the book per se, and yeah, that was a huge difference from then to now.
Hmm. So, for somebody who's starting their first band, what advice would you give them?
Oh, play all the time. Don't
yeah,
don't stop playing. Um, yeah, I mean, yeah, at the root of it all, music's king, and that's why you get started doing it.
Hmm.
Yeah, I would say just play and then figure out ways to me and John love to do DIY stuff. We do rely on other things obviously to help us, but we record on our own. Most of the music video ideas we have are our own. We've done a music video for almost every song that we've released, which sounds nuts, but we have.
we're
And
close.
for the first couple of years, we were shooting like, I'd be holding a camera and shooting John, and then all right, my turn.
we
He'd
switch.
flip. Yeah. I think it's just getting in the trenches, having fun, and not just yeah, just and also not taking yourself too seriously. You
Hmm.
want to take it seriously
yeah,
and all that, but I think the passionate part of music comes from just having fun and doing what you like to do. And for us, it's songwriting.
Hmm.
yep. I was gonna say number one, have fun, especially with your first band. Oh my gosh, that's all
Yeah.
it's about. But first, second, 10th band, whatever, still have fun. But yeah, I think it's finding what parts of the process you love and really focus, hone in on those. And if there's anything you don't like, there's a lot of really talented people you can find out there to work with too for videos or recording or whatever little weakness you might have or something you just don't enjoy. There's other
Hmm.
people out there that are creative and fun to work with that you don't have to waste your time on something that you don't like in it. Just focus on the
Hmm.
part you like.
Mhm.
Is it your goal to continue to create music videos for every song?
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's so much we love it's so much fun. And again, we have a really good friend, Clayton King, that does most of ours now, and he's the ultimate hype man. He's the most fun person to work with, and yeah, and just a creative genius too. So the answer is yes, is definitely the goal.
Absolutely. Yeah, their music videos have become such a fun thing. It's back in high school and like daydreaming about like being on stage and being in a band and all that kind of stuff. Part of that was being in music videos because
Hmm.
you see all your favorite bands or artists in music videos and you're like, man, I want to do that. That looks really fun.
Yeah,
And in the modern age with how good cameras are and obviously he said Clayton King, he's a master at what he does and super fun and creative to work with. Yeah, it makes it doable nowadays and
Hmm.
yeah.
it's accessible.
And I was saying, Michaela, have you ever heard of Peer Space?
Yeah,
It's
I
something.
believe so. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's something that's been a game changer for us for music videos specifically. Because when Ryan and I were shooting each other for our videos, we kept running out of locations. Like it's just like, okay, we've shot at his family ranch like 10 times. You can only get so many looks there.
Yeah.
But Pure Space, you can rent different. It's like an Airbnb, but for like music videos or photography, a lot of cool different artsy stuff. But it's a really brilliant way for us to find different looks and locations for our videos. So it's like another element that's also pretty fun.
Yeah, I guess when you don't have that, that can be challenging in the beginning.
Yeah, very much
Yeah.
so.
Feel a bit repetitive.
Yeah, totally.
But again, as you said, you got to start somewhere.
Exactly. Yep. Honestly, again, we shot a lot at his family ranch. I have a black backdrop I got for $20 from Amazon. We've used a bunch. So there's definitely ways to get creative.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
So before I ask the last question, was there anything else you guys want to mention or talk about today?
I think just go check out our newest single, "Still Time for You," that came out, I guess technically this month. But yeah, I got a really fun video for that one. We had a little fun with it. It was a cool studio down in Buda, Texas, that had this like classroom setup. So
Ooh,
Ryan was the teacher, I was the bad student, which so we're like, it had a lot of fun with it. But there's some cool rocking scenes
Yeah,
too.
yeah. He's still serving detention, if you're wondering. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And yeah, we got shows that we're gonna be doing in the new year. Obviously, upcoming album, a couple more singles, of course, music videos. Yeah, we're excited for 2026. There's gonna be a lot of cool, fun stuff coming from Lift the Curse. So please stay tuned and please check us out.
awesome. So our last question is, what is the soundtrack of your life?
Ooh.
Ooh, I should have known that was coming. That's a wonderful question. I mean, for this month, I just got Kenny G Christmas album on vinyl, so that's been that's always been a big staple in my life. Even when I was in college, like I used to study to it, no matter what time of year it was. So getting it on vinyl recently was pretty awesome. But yeah, Ryan, what do you got?
Yeah, that's a tough one. Yeah, I mean, right now I've been kind of getting back into. They're still my favorite band of all time. It's just I kind of go through waves where I listen to them and I don't listen to them. But Fuel, it's a band from the '90s, early 2000s that that basically kind of lit the spark for me to like start songwriting
Hmm.
and singing and doing all that kind of stuff. My dad was another big influence there too, but they were like that, oh my gosh, that looks and sounds awesome, and I want to do something similar. And then I kind of started following that path. So their 2003 album, Natural Selection, that's been the soundtrack of my life here lately for sure.
I love that you know exactly what band started it for you.
Oh yeah, yeah, it was pretty instantaneous. There were others around that time era that were kind of, I liked and I would
Hmm.
listen to, but I mean, yeah, when I heard them, it was almost just instant, like, yes, we're doing this.
So, for all of our listeners who want to stay updated on you guys, hear the music that's already out, see the music videos that are already out, hear the album when it finally comes out, where can they find you?
Just lift the curse everywhere. Yeah, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you listen to music, Spotify, Apple Music, all the things. Just lift the curse, and you should find it pretty easily.
Okay. Well, again, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me today.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank
Of
you for
course,
having us.
have a nice rest of your day.
Yeah, you too.
You too.
Bye.